Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 2CTV with another live update. We come to you guys from socialist Spain. This is the final night of 2CTV being in España, and we're going to talk about some good news because everything has been so doom and gloomy. And of course, this weekend, tomorrow, Sunday, and potentially tonight, there are protests and potentially riots across England because of the mess that the establishment have been creating over the last few decades. But before we get to all that, and of course we're going to be covering all that anyway, let's talk about some good news. We are slowly winning against the mainstream media, slowly winning. Little victories we have to celebrate. This is actually about Dan Wootton, the former GB News presenter. Now, Dan Wootton himself, on his own, he's already a Marmite character. Some people love him, some people hate him, some people say he's annoying, some people say he's a legend. But the media have been coming for him for ages. So obviously he lost his job at GB News. He got cancelled. Then they started an investigation. This has been going on for months, by the way. It's been going on for months. There was a massive investigation against Dan Wootton by Ofcom, led by Ofcom and all the others as well, the whole of the establishment coming for him. Since then, he started his own independent channel, and obviously I've been in touch with him. You know, he's doing really well, obviously. And this is the big victory, guys. Look at this. Ofcom discontinues investigation into Dan Wootton's GB News show with all the drama that's been going around, right? Now, we're going to talk about the statement, actually, that Dan Wootton himself sent out. Someone in the live chat just said, "Tusi's new bunker. This is my new bunker. I've reclaimed the castle from the Islamic Empire in Spain." This is the only corner where I am that is relatively quiet. I can actually talk to you guys without the tourists judging me, talking about far-right things, all the far-right things we talk about on a regular basis. I'm going to show you around as well afterwards. Let's go back to Dan quickly. Dan Wootton statement. Right. So Dan said, after a deranged year-long campaign of destruction, the UK government censors the Ofcommunists, or Ofcom, have closed their final case into me. This witch hunt was always designed to destroy my mainstream media career and GB News. It succeeded on both counts. GB News is a shell of its former self. Just this weekend, GB News sacked another presenter, Albie, for saying something the management disagreed with. Free speech, my ass. As for me, I've never been happier. My daily Outspoken show is growing a massive audience. After just 3 weeks on air, it is not patrolled by the Ofcommunists yet, and my columns do not have Daily Mail editors demanding I be nice about Meghan Markle, or that I call Sam Smith they. As a statement from Dan Wootton, and now I've got something in my eye. The wind is crazy. Now. I would have loved to have a bit of wind breeze earlier, but now that the sun has gone away and it's a little bit cooler, now we get the wind. Literally, I'm going to show you. I know I'm going off track, off topic. Look up there. That's the top of the castle, and I'm going to show you. I don't know if you can see the bottom. Not proper bottom. That's what she said. Hang on. You might be able to see. You can't really see that. They're basically we are quite high up, and I was up, very much higher than this. And when I was struggling to get to the top, it was sunny, too much sun. Greta Thunberg's global warming came to Spain, but I survived just about. But now it's getting cold, so it's good. It's quite good. Right, what are you guys saying in the live chat? King in his castle, someone's in the live chat. You won't be riding out for a wee while. When will the UK abolish their first past the post to form government? That system sounds crazy. To be fair, first past the post on its own wouldn't sound crazy when you think about that historically, when the system was working. The expectation from the electorate are different. The political parties have messed up the system, so we kind of do need to reform the system anyway. But whether there's an appetite in the House of Commons, we're not sure, because now that smaller parties have been doing well, I don't think they want to change it. That's the hypocrisy of the parties. Someone said, Maya, get me out of castle. get out of my castle. Well, says, stay safe, they're coming after us all. Thank you very much for that. Obviously, it's not a nice comment. It's a bit of a warning. But there's so much super chat. Sorry, live chat going on tonight. Castle reminds me of the Lone Island back home in Narnia. Love Narnia. It's near Palestine. It's right next to Palestine. Devin Lily says, just hurry up and get home, Maya. So I will be, this is the final night of 2CTV in socialist Spain. We will be getting back tomorrow. And my only worry is that, as I said, maybe even tonight, but definitely tomorrow and Sunday, we're going to have a lot of protests and potentially very disruptive protests across the country, across the UK, England specifically. And they have said over 50 towns and cities. We might actually be seeing a lot of things, 20 or 50, I don't know. The problem is, it might be at the same time as me getting home and getting my flight. It should be okay, because I do want to make sure that I give you guys the reports first, before the corporate media, the mainstream media, manage to spin the whole thing into absolute nonsense. We have a super chat from Midnight. Thank you so much for £10 super chats. I have a nice cold beer on us in the chat. I definitely will. I'm actually starving now. We're currently standing by that bar somewhere over there, having a nice sangria, but I definitely need some food as well. It's been a long day, let's just say. Climbing this castle, not an easy task. I'm too old for this now. I'm too old to live like a normal person. I have actually made a promise to myself. Going forward, future holidays, whether it's in Spain, Portugal, Italy, Greece, wherever it is, I am getting a mobility scooter. I'm gonna just drive around like a nice, very polite British pensioner. Because I think that's the best way to do it. I mean, look at the view. I mean, that's actually not the best corner, but you can see the gates as well. Another super chat. Devin Lily says, can you come home via the channel in a dinghy and see if it works? You joke. About a year ago, we had the plan on 2CTV, and I discussed it with a number of others as well, and the Home Office, Suella Braverman's team. Basically, the plan was, I was going to go to France, and I was going to meet the people smugglers, secretly filming them with hidden camera, and then the idea was to then get on a dinghy with a hidden camera, live stream the whole thing from Calais, get to Dover, and of course the border force will come, and RLI and all the others, and they'll pick us up, and then at that point I would reveal myself that I am 2CTV, of course. And they were like, who's that? What are you talking about? And show my passport and say this was just for journalism. Then I found out. Apparently I would get arrested. So then I realized, I did double check with the Home Office. I said, so if I come as a British citizen for the sake of journalism, do my secret filming, come with my passport, show the passport to the border force, I will get arrested. They say, yeah. I said, but what if I do the same thing, but I pretend that I don't have a passport, and on the day I pretend I'm an asylum seeker? What will happen? They said, well, we'll take you to a hotel with a Domino's pizza. So I get free pizza and somewhere to stay for the night if I pretend I don't have a passport and I'm an asylum seeker. But if I show my passport, I go to jail. There was a bit of a problem with the whole plan anyway, but of course that didn't really actually fully happen because of reasons. I think I missed another super chat. Did I miss another super chat? Yes, Keir Starmer has wrecked this country. He has to resign. It is impressive. There was I think it was actually Rishi Sunak, of all people. Rishi Sunak during the election campaign, he was obviously he was talking a lot of nonsense. He was desperate, but he did say, within the first 100 days, Keir Starmer's Britain, Labour government will destroy Britain. And everybody laughed. Actually, it's within the first 100 days. The whole country's burning. Keir Starmer's going around blaming everything on the English natives and British citizens, and trying to bring back some sort of police state into Britain, which is really not really a good idea. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we're gonna go get some dinner. and hopefully I'll see you guys later on. Hopefully you enjoyed the view, you enjoyed the live stream, you enjoyed the chit chat as well. I'm Maya TC, and we are the media.